So what are we starting our day with, Chyna?
I don't fucking know, Ted.
She's probably the last person you should ask. Do you know?
No. Me rowing right now? That's what we're starting with.
Still not sure.
Well, this was like my notes to make sure that we knew what we were doing, but I couldn't tell you what any of it means.
Draw a map. Draw.
This is AMRAP, 14 minutes, dumbbell deadlifts, handstand walk, and wall balls.
Yeah, like a 55-pound set.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Oh, yeah.
This is bike, ring dip, like air squat.
You're a unicorn.
This we're gonna make up. This is a thing. Day at HQ.
That's the max rep stuff, right?
Yes, this is one snatch from the floor, then max rep from the hang. 3 sets.
How was your trip?
Good.
Long?
Took 11 hours to get here.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, it's okay.
How's Freddie in the new gym?
It's great. He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look like a tomato now.
Does Kai like the new gym?
Oh, she loves it.
Yeah.
She loves it. And there's a sliver of sun for her every day.
Is that where her
she
bed
loves
stays?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the GHD. So she like half sits on the GHD. Hi.
Hi, Getty.
But I have a really hard time guesstimating like how many rounds. Like, I wonder how long one round would take me. Don't know till I do it, and then after the first round's over, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and be somewhere in this ballpark with this pace the whole time. I know, but you're giving me less than 2 minutes around.
Yeah.
It's awfully
2 minutes
encouraging.
around, 3 minutes. Definitely drop off to like.
That's another thing I have trouble with.
If you have to go unbroken, if you let me drop a 15 foot, it'd be different. But if it's 30 foot unbroken every time.
It's just not that hard. You pretend like it is. It's just not.
I mean, it's not that hard, but I'm just saying I would definitely be able to move faster if it was more broken up.
Well, let's put it this way. In later rounds, if you feel like it would actually provide an advantage, then you can come down in the middle and kick back up. I don't care. But to start that way, to break it up into trading pieces, doesn't make any sense. Because you need to work
I
on
wouldn't do
handstand
it
walk
if I didn't
endurance.
have to. Like, it would
Yeah,
definitely
you would.
be.
If it was a competition.
Not at the beginning.
Yes, you would. If it was a competition, you would, because you would try to pace it out earlier. That would be the one thing that you'd be afraid of in this workout. So you'd say, I'm going to break up the handstand walk to the start. And it may be smart in a competition, but this is training.
Have I been training with more wrist lately? On my own without you
Yeah,
telling
you
me?
have. Definitely have.
So
Because you can answer the questions in your own head. If you were to ask them to me, you already know my response.
you give me the answer.
So yeah, so you know 9 times out of 10 what I'm going to say anyway.
True.
Yeah, but you can
learning.
still right. But what I'm saying is 30 feet even early on is still not even a lot to practice for endurance sake. So it'd be silly for you just to go to what you would do in a competition because you know you could move faster.
Right, no, I get that, but would you rather me take more time in the rest?
I'd rather you take
once I get tired?
I'd rather you take bigger gambles and come back across for 30 feet when you're a little more tired. That's what I'd rather do. Gamble. You're in training.
Okay.
Push it.
All right, well,
If you
good thing
have
I
to
don't
come
really-
down, then if you're forced, like you fall over, you come down, and then you go again. Like there's no risk here. You're not competing. You're trying to see what you can do. It's no risk.
No risk.
Risk-free gambles. Sounds like my dream world.
Let's have some fun. Do it. Okay, good, yeah.
8 plus 7.
8 plus 7,
That's
which
my
is
guess.
that's deadlifts. So that's
It's
getting back
7. Yeah, 7 deadlifts in the 8th round.
Well,
So
I
you're
just
gonna
count.
finish
Somebody
with
else
like.
count my rounds.
You're gonna
for me,
finish
because I
8
can't
rounds
count.
with a few seconds left. You're gonna run over and you're gonna get 7 deadlifts. Then beep, time expires. That's
Some
my
really
guess.
fast deadlifts. Okay.
What do you think, Austin? You're gonna be able to take any workout during the next 3 days?
Well, I don't know. I really don't know. We'll see. I'll get crushed in squatting stuff. This one might actually be good for me. Maybe I'll win the first one and lose the rest. That's what I'll do. on for the weekend. I'm good. That was a good workout. My traps don't usually light up like that. My arms are surprisingly okay, but man. Left side of my back. Did your back get tight? Last like 2 rounds, the left side of my back got tight, but not too bad.
I looked after the first round. I was like, fuck.
Confuse me.
I got so many rounds to go.
I was just scared because you guys are breaking up wall balls all strategically, and I'm like,
I have to break them up. My arms blow up.
Bye, Omar.
Bye, Omar.
It's breathing is the problem when I'm here. So it's because I'm stretching this, so I try and like make this more open by being neutral, but it makes me go like way over my hips.
yeah.
And then my arms can't keep up. But
I'm glad we did heavier dumbbells. That wasn't even a thing.
that wasn't
Yeah.
bad.
This is just getting used to this because you know
Right.
they're going to have these for you in the open. And you know, like for the majority of people, it's going to be
kettlebell.
50s and 35s. So,
Yep.
but for you guys, it makes sense to go up.
Yeah, no, I was fine with that.
Is it makeup? Is it bad? I try to look pretty for you guys. It's probably
Back did
everywhere.
feel a little tight.
It's on my shirt. Ruined the open release shirt.
Brace my spine the way I want to. I'm like, yeah. No matter what, like I can try to sit back
Austin
as much
Peters
as I can.
pants.
They don't touch.
I'll have to palm the end of them.
Yeah.
Try to get to the ground. But my back didn't burn out until like the last 2 rounds, and it wasn't that bad.
What was your score?
I got 17 wall balls.
Okay.
And I don't even know what round.
So you're 7 plus 27.
I've just stopped counting rounds in AMRAPs. If I do it with somebody else, I just base my score off what they got.
I always find that if you do 1 round, you look up at the clock, you see about how long it takes you.
You can
and
tell, like,
And you
roughly.
can tell exactly, yeah, because you know if the first round's a minute 40, the later rounds will probably be minute 50, minute 55, and then the
Yeah,
math
as
is
long
so
as you don't
easy.
die at the end.
Yeah. You came out hot. What slowed you down?
When my shoulders just started burning up on those, so I was a little hesitant kicking up. But yeah, no, my transitions definitely slowed down going from that to that.
I don't use my legs on wall balls.
You just stand up and throw it?
I do.
I've been recently
Because
realizing
my
that.
legs used to blow up on wall balls. It never used to be my arms. And as of recent, not recently, but like 4 or 5 months, now my legs don't hardly ever blow up.
Yeah.
It's just my shoulders. You know what I mean?
do.
So
Yeah, the fight is what the position is with your arms. After you throw it once, it's like
I do that. I can't do that with a 20. When I do it at 9 feet, my arms don't blow up as much. But 10 feet, they blow up.
The way you thought it would?
of course. They always play out the way I think they're going to.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got anything else for me?
No?
Remember when you thought our legs were the same size? Remember when we did our ankles?
Remember when our ankles?
Yours are like.
I was like, me and Kenzie totally have the same size leg. And I was like, no, we don't.
Sure, yeah.
We measured our ankles. I have like 1 inch thicker ankles than Chyna. Her knees are like half the diameter of mine.
I don't know. Doing a snatch and then max hang snatches without putting the bar down at 70 to 75%.
Okay. This is what, the 3rd week you're doing this, or second week? Second week?
No, we did cleans. This is our first week. I remember doing this last year and I wanted to kill myself. It's great.
When Chyna came aboard, this is like.
Close, yeah.
But with 85 pounds, I feel like I should still be able to.
Well, no, your positions look really good. It's just this.
That just sounds heavy. There you go. Come on. Come on. Nice. Come on, get another one. There you go. Good job. One. I couldn't believe you're going for another one. I would like 1 plus 5 or more. Just all depends on if my vagina hands will or not. And my thumbs.
Easy, keep going.
my thumb. Was that 10? Yeah. Oh, I had like no. Don't worry, you got grip. All grip. Like the last 3 were like one finger.
Oh, my pull disappeared real quick.
Why?
My grip was okay.
I want you to try something on the next set. I want you to let yourself get out over the bar a little bit more, just to test yourself to see if you can get back to power position.
Okay.
Just a
See, I
little
don't
bit.
do that when I get tired.
Because of the grip.
Because the grip. So I have to like,
Yeah.
just like, crimp.
Well, you make it more about pulling out of the bar. Yeah. Which is.
I've never gotten more than 7.
Which is the skill you want on the.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so more over. I can't re-grip. Like, I don't like to stop.
You feel how the balance is a little kind of back and forth now, especially on that last one. All of your foot movement is like this. There's none like this.
Yeah.
So that's where that's all coming from. Positions are good. You're ripping yourself under the bar, which is awesome. And if you combine ripping yourself under the bar with your feet moving, then you're going to be stable, and you're not going to have these things going on. If you combine those two, that's like no re-gripping, no nothing. That's easy.
All right, Drew.
No way to few reps.
Thinking about it.
Let's go.
That's your best one from the floor.
What?
That was your best one from the floor. Here, your shoulders back behind the bar really well.
Metcon. This is not weightlifting. Hey, I feel like my wrists are like the slowest turnover. Oh, I'm gonna get it, hurry. Like the fact that every round is literally different. It's not even like the same.
But I know I blow up.
It's dope.
It's a different.
What is it?
It's a different awful every time.
I have to look up exactly, but it's biking, air squats, and ring dips. And each is a 3-minute AMRAP where you start with
Swaggy.
a certain number of the first movement, and then the second movement you do max calories, reps with the time left, and the starting movement changes each time. So it's those 3, but the order alternates. So you'll start with a bike, 30 calories, and then you have to do like max air squats. Next round could be like 60 air squats, max ring dips. Last round could be like 30 ring dips, max bike. You know what I mean? So it keep changing. I have to look up the exact order.
All right, so these are all 3-minute AMRAPs.
Okay.
So AMRAP 3, 13/18.
30/18.
Sorry, 30/18. Cal bike. And then max ring dips. And the rest of the time?
How many?
Max. Rest 2 minutes. Your handwriting's so good. And then rest 2 minutes. And then AMRAP 3, 60 air squats. Max cal bike. And the remaining 2-minute rest, and then it starts max ring dips.
Max ring dips to start?
Oh, no shit. 30/25 ring dips, sorry. And then max air squats. It's tiny type. And then rest 2 minutes.
I know for time.
I missed this part. I was like, yeah, okay, 3 minutes, okay. 4 time 30 cal bike, 60 air squats, 30/25 ring dips.
The stretch is exactly the same, so you'll be.
Wait, let's do that one more time.
We could just not do that part.
No, I just want one this little. Yeah. No, I don't like it.
60 air
The
squats.
problem with that one for me.
It's the first part of.
Loosens up.
It's
But
this.
The Truman band has like
this.
horizontal.
And then 30/25.
Like, lines on it, so it almost like locks in.
So the difference is when you're kicking, it's because you're driving your weight here and kicking down. But when you're kipping, your knee comes out in front. Watch the bottom half of my leg. So when I drive this down, it's because I've driven my energy up and I'm opening my hip. This is opening the hip. This is kicking my leg. Hip's already open. See the difference?
Yeah. Can you do another one?
Yeah. Good reps would be knees up, kicking down because my leg's out in front of me. Bad rep would be trying to kip here and kicking my legs back behind. That gives me more energy. So people think it's kicking, but this is not kicking. This is opening my hip. This is kicking down. My hip's already open. That's the big difference. People have no idea what I'm talking about on the show.
Yeah. Or do you use the mocha? Yeah. Can you use the mocha? I do like the mocha.
So as long as you lift your knees up in front and your legs are in front, you can actually kick down because you're driving your hip open.
It is, but it's
You weren't really doing it there, but you could do it.
Can I get the expired chocolate?
So you're fast up, right? The energy is set upwards. And when you're ready to extend, that's when the hip opens. And you
So my
finish.
hips and my shoulders, or my hips and my elbows open together.
Correct. Yeah, and now the legs are straight. Yes. Feel that? Yeah. So when someone's saying kicking, usually what they mean is that you've tried to do this backwards kip with the butt to the heel, and you're trying to kick here. That doesn't do anything. This actually does something. So see, you're still trying to drive your.
I know.
Your first instinct is to do this. You have to keep that out of your mind. You have to go here, out in front. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that was so much easier.
Yes. It's just that position.
Yeah.
And people think about it in the terms of the leg, but it's all in
It's
the
the
hip.
hip, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a timing thing.
Gotta
But it's so much
practice.
easier to
It
come
is.
up.
Correct, because you're opening the hip and it allows you just to press the arm
And I
out.
just did them all straight.
Yeah.
With like a flail.
So now you have
flail
great,
strip.
now you have great ring dips, and now when we have the kip, now you'll have even more. Simple. Yeah.
Oh, what do you know? What do you know something?
I know one thing.
Ring dips
You
in
guys
anyway.
almost finish every workout like with the same
same.
amount of reps, same amount of time. Like
Well, yeah, she got 5 more dips. She got 29 on that, I got 30.
Yeah.
But they're different. We got
They're
the
pretty
same
close,
amount of
yeah.
squats.
Yep.
And then I only beat her by like 8 seconds on
Yeah.
the second one. No, she crushed me. The wall balls, my arms died.
I was like, we were like handstand walking the fucking same. I was like, I bet they're making fun of us holding hands working out or something.
I mean, because what you get on the last one? 305? Yeah, 306. Yeah, it wasn't much.
But it's definitely good. It's a really good training situation. She's like, you know, a couple thousand miles away, but like, you compare scores and they're always the same. So I think we're gonna call it a day after the 14-minute AMRAP, the snatches, and that interval piece. We're all feeling pretty good about that volume. So we might do a little bit of extra accessory, but classes rolling in. So good training day. Everybody's pretty beat, and we gotta save it for the rest of the weekend. We got 2 more days ahead. So you know where to find us. We'll be here.